going to be doing a review of the Conrail Quality Norfolk Southern Heritage SD70Ace set. Okay, so before I go into more about everything, I do just want to get one thing out of the way. When I say set, I mean that I got everything that is in the set. You had to buy everything individually, like the engine, then the cars as well individually, but I got everything, so I call it a set. Now, I also want to go over some quick announcements before I get into the video. I'm finally going to be doing a Sam's Trains Facebook page sometime today. The link is going to be in the description when I get it up, so it might not be up when the video is up, but it should be up maybe sometime before tomorrow. And the second announcement is that if you want to see this engine more, or you want to see just some engines running on a bigger and better layout, I am going to a friend's house tomorrow who also has trains. He has a bigger layout than I do, and he invited me to come over and bring some of my trains. He has a lot of MTH stuff, but anyway, let's get into the review. Let's go over some quick stats and facts about the Locomotive and the cars. The Locomotive is about 18.5 inches long. There are 2 flywheel motors driving each truck, and there are you can run this 3 ways. You can use the TMCC command, the Legacy command, or just with the standard transformer. The minimum curve needed to operate this engine is 0.36, and all the cars are 0.31, I think. Starting here at the front, you can see that we have the ditch lights right there. They are operating. They're sort of yellow. They may not appear that on the video when they're in operation, but they do appear yellow. I don't know why. Maybe it's just the lights that Lionel used at the time. Anyway, down here we have a nicely detailed pilots with these little hoses. They are actually rubber, so they do move around. I don't know if that's if they would move around in real life, but we do have the pilots that are fixed to the truck. Not when I say fixed, I mean they're fixed to the truck. I don't mean they're fixed to the actual pilot. And we have a electrocoupler up here in the front. If we move up a little bit, you can see that we have some nicely detailed grab irons up here and so forth. We also have a little sand tank there. And we also have an opening door. This door actually does open. Now, I will show you the interior. There's nothing much to see. I mean, it's really just cords and all. They didn't do a detailed interior like they did on the Vision Line Hybrid. Moving back, we have a nice SD70Ace thing there, Norfolk Southern there, and then the 1209 there. We do have some cool cab figures inside, and these doors do open and close if you want to have them like that. We also have a nice truck down here. Also, right here, you'll notice that thing. That is actually, I don't want to call them ditch lights, but they're ground lights, I think is what they're called. And there are some ground lights on this engine when you turn it on. So that's really cool that they did that. We also have a nicely detailed fuel tank back here. A nice logos over here. I like the paint job on this engine with the dark blue arrows with gold outline. That looks really nice in my opinion. And we also have another opening door on this side. Now that's more finicky than the other one, so I don't want to show you how to open that. On the back here, we pretty much have the same thing as the front. We do have a little wheel there, and we have the same couplers, same pilots. On the top of the engine, we have some nice cast-in detailing. We have a nice horn, and here we have the I don't know what you call these, like vent panels or something. And to get to the controls, you just lift this off. This is one of the cool things about the SD70Aces and any other diesel engine that Lionel makes. They always have some sort of panel that you can grab and just pull off, and there are all the controls. So you have your smoke, your rail sounds, Odyssey, and program run switch there. And then all you do is you just slide it back on like that when you're done. Here's the underside of the Locomotive. As you can see, we have 2 pickup rollers there. A nice speaker there. We don't have any LCS track sensor yet because this wasn't made during that time period. And we have 2 other pickup rollers here. Now, one thing I want to point out, I just realized I said that this was the ground lights. The ground light is actually right here. If you can see that, I will zoom in on that. You can see the ground lights right there. This is actually the bell. And actually, if you look inside there, it is hollow, so it's a nice effect. But yeah, I just wanted to get that cleared up. Here is one of the sides of the gondola. And on this side, we have a bunch of details in there. It looks really nice. We also have a nice ladder there, a nice truck, and we also have some more details around there. Here again, on the side of the hopper car, you can see we have nice details, you know, paint details, logos all the way. One of the cool things about this, and I don't know if people like this or not, it's sort of shiny, like it just came out of the paint shop. And I mean, some people might like that, some people might not. I find it cool that Lionel did that, because on some of their diesel engines these days, they don't add the extra gloss to it, so it looks really nice and it stands out from everything else. And of course, down here we have the same sort of truck. We also have some legible writing here, as you can see. And on the top, we have these walkways here going on either side, and in the middle here we have all these panels or loading things that will open like that. I haven't opened these things in a while, so. And there you go. Now they're all open. And now they're all closed. Here's a look at the underside of the car. Not too much. It is a cylinder hopper, by the way, so you can sort of see it curved there in the middle. We just have the panels that they don't open up like the panels on the top, but they do look pretty cool. Okay, here we are at the tank car. Again, just love that paint scheme that we have going on. And on the tank car here, in the front here, we actually do have we do have a little chain going from down there to the wheel. Hold on, let me get my pointer. Yeah, we do have a little chain going from that wheel there to the bottom. I think that's really cool that Lionel decided to actually put the chain there. You can actually see it better now. I mean, even though it doesn't do anything, it still gives the effect as if it would actually work as brakes. We have some nice details down here. Don't know what you would do with all this, but anyway, moving down, you can see the Norfolk Southern Heritage logo there. And of course, we have the car number over there. And then moving down, we have a bunch of legible stuff down here. You might not be able to read that on video, but it is possible to see it. And on the back here, we don't have any wheels or anything, but we do have a little sign there. Now, there's nothing on there right now. I might add something flammable on there later, but and anyway, on the top here, it's nicely detailed. We have a little thing that's sticking out there. Don't know what that's called. And we have the hatch here. This one doesn't open, I think. I mean, I haven't gotten it to open yet, and I don't want to break anything. But if yours opens and mine doesn't, let me know. Alright, now we're up to the final thing in the set. This is the Caboose. Now, this is also lighted, and it's smoking as well. I don't know how well it smokes, because this is made back in 2009, 2011, keep in mind. And the lighting also flickers because it's not LED lighting, but still, those are just minor setbacks from all this car has to offer. So as you can see down here already, really nice underside detailing. Lionel did a great job on that. Again, great scheme here, logos and whatnot. We have some legible stuff up here. On this side, we have nice steps, a coupler, and nice, again, a nice chain and a ladder here. And another cool thing about this, let me get my handy dandy screwdriver, is that this door actually opens. I don't know if you can tell that on the video. I think you can, but it will open if you push on it. So that's really cool that Lionel went out of their way and did that as well. It opens on the other side too. Moving on down the car. Very nice, and as you can see, another opening door there. On this side, we do have some more chain detailing and whatnot. So that side's a little bit more detailed. And on the top here, you can see the smokestack. You just pour smoke fluid directly down the stack to load it. We have some nice crew figures in there. Now, you can't really see much inside because it's not lighted yet, but there is really cool detailing in there. There's a stove and some more people. So I'll show you that when it's lighted. And there's not much going on here in the top besides the walkway going all the way across, but it's pretty cool. Here is the underside of the Caboose, and as you can see, it is very nicely detailed. Here are a couple of the things you just saw. You have some nice separately applied details here. This is not cast in. And you also have the smoke on-off and the lights on-off switch. Alright, let's go ahead and start it up. I will be using the extended startup sequence, pressing and holding this button.
Conrail 1209, do you read me? Conrail 1209 here, I read you. Start her up and stand by. Roger, out.
I love the fact that they did the crew talk specific, or road number specific crew talk on this locomotive. It just makes it all that much better. Here's the horn, which sounds awesome in my opinion. Just sounds great. Here is the bell. And here's some more crew talk.
Conrail 1209 here, we're ready, are we cleared full? Over. Conrail 1209, you may depart. Over. Roger, cleared outbound. Conrail 1209 out. Conrail 1209 here. We're ready. Are we cleared full? Over. Negative 1209. Please hold. Over. Acknowledged. Standing by. Conrail 1209 out.
And here are the levels of RPM. Alright, let's go ahead and roll it out.
Conrail 1209 here. Am I clear? Over. Conrail 1209, you may depart. Over. Roger, cleared outbound. Conrail 1209 out. Conrail 1209. Conrail 1209 here, going off duty. Out.
Well, that's about all for this review. I'm Sam, and I'll see you next time.